Today we're going to try out the new Insta360 Mic Air transmitter. We have it Bluetoothed to the Ace Pro 2. So we will see how it sounds while we're moving. And yeah, let's have a little fun. Well, how does this sound with wind? Pretty sure I got the mic on the right settings, but we're about to find out, huh? Go to the Quick Trip, get some fuel, try to get into the Quick Trip. As long as there's not a shitload of traffic, we should be all right. Cut across. Come on, dude. Oh, I gotta pay, huh? Gotta pay first. All right, just like that. $6, 1.8 gallons. use a few turnarounds today just because we can get some speed, get some cooling. That's why you don't trust nobody in this lane, even with their blinker on, because they'll go fucking straight and wipe you out. Run through Castroville. Don't know if you guys know anything about Castroville, but Castroville is west and south of San Antonio, Texas. Quaint little town. I think it was founded in the mid 1800s. And the gentleman that founded it had to pay for families to move out there so that he could populate the area, because they designed by the United States and Texas to try to bring money to the economy of Texas after the war. And they brought some folks from Alice, I believe it's Alice, in France, and some other folks from Europe to homestead down here. And back then they spoke Alsatian, which was predominant before the current German language. And supposedly they still have folks down here that speak Alsatian, which is pretty cool. The other side of that is the town is built like a small town in France, Alice, France. And they've kind of bonded between the Alice of Texas, as they call it, and the Alice of France. And the Alice of France actually tore down one of their great buildings and shipped it piece by piece to Castroville, Texas, where it was put back together and became the visitor center, which we'll go by. I think that was in 1997 when that was done, and it was open to the public in 2002, something like that. Pretty neat. A little history lesson for you about the towns surrounding San Antonio. I think the population of Castroville in 2020 was somewhere around close to 3,000. Definitely going to be much greater than that as San Antonio expands, which is... This is also the first ride with the Yamaha Comfort seat. Just recently got that in the mail. It's a bit of a back order, kind of a long drawn out process. But so far so good. The jump seems to be more comfortable than the factory seat, so that's nice. Haven't really had a really long ride on it yet to judge, determine if it's going to be comfortable for long rides, but so far so good. So as I was saying about Castroville here, it's a small little town. I mean, it spreads out. Going through Main Street, or what's considered Main Street in town, is Highway 90 here. Cuts right through almost the middle. You got the welcoming center down in there. Got a lot of new stuff too, you know. Everybody's got to love a Whataburger. It's Texas, Whataburger's staple. And my own opinion, as long as it has a Dairy Queen, it is a real town, and Castroville has Dairy Queen. So that's important on these hot summer days as we get into the heat. We got Walmart Which the Walmart's interesting. Most of the newer Walmarts have two entrances. You got one for food, one for shopping, clothes and whatnot. This is still on the original design of the single entrance. Kind of filters you through, but the inside's gigantic. You got everything you could want, food and anything else, clothes, shoes, all the Walmart necessities. If you want an HEV, you either go into San Antonio or the outskirts of San Antonio. There's several of them, one on 211, one on 1604, down east of 1604, or you can go into Hondo, which is probably another 17 miles, maybe give or take, west of Castroville, and they have an HEV. Got a biker over there, 2 hands down, 2 fingers down. That was nice. So there was an incident earlier this morning on Highway 90. Definitely not this side of Highway 90, but there were several individuals hit by a car going the wrong way on the highway. Sadly, it sounds like one of them did not make it. Small prayer goes out to their family and their loved ones. Pretty heartbreaking. It's very crazy. It seems like it's become the norm. And as it, gets warm out, more motorcycles hit the roads. And I imagine we're gonna have more of those issues like that, but it's just too bad to hear. We don't ever want to hear that about fellow riders. Come on, folks, light's green. Of course, Castroville has a Chevy dealership. North Park Chevrolet over there. It's a pretty big dealership for a little town. Now I've hit the city limits. Got a Dodge Ram and Chrysler dealership across the road. Kind of neat how Castroville tries to use the Alsatian theme for even some of their new construction. You see the tower over there. That's for a new subdivision, but that's the Alsatian look, the roof style. Going by at 50, 40 mile an hour, so better slow it up so we don't get got. You're coming up on the welcoming center here soon enough. Be on the left here. Try to point it out as we go by. It's kind of neat. Pretty cool. You can kind of see it. It's behind the tree over there, but right there, that neat little old house, cool roof. That's the welcoming center for Castroville. This is kind of like their main street. They got right through the middle of town here. Lots of businesses. And we got the hill coming up. There's a nice restaurant on top called Top of the Hill. Kind of see that white sign. I know it's way out there for you guys on the Go or the Insta360 here. Almost called it the GoPro. Here's their post office. And there's their really good hamburgers. Billy Bob's hamburgers. Damn delicious. Greasy burger, but very, very good. Make a left up here at the top. There's Hillside, top of the hill. Not far from here is the Alsatian Golf Course, which is a nice golf course. Played there a few times. This is Farm to Market 1343. Little twisties up here. Good thing there was no oncoming because I went in right into their lane. Been back here a bunch in the cage, but I've never rode back here on the motorcycle, so it'll be a new experience. Lots of twisties, nothing crazy, but be a little cautious. First time out here. South Texas roads are pretty slick most of the time. A lot of oil. You get real hot, that oil leaches out, or it rains, oil leaches out, so it can be quite interesting. I got this car up my ass, like, it's not going fast enough, but I am. This will come out on Highway 173, which cuts through up to Bandera and down to 35 into Divine. Probably go down into Divine today. See what we can see. Looks like they're doing some road work, which might mean there's grass all over the place. Texas is miserable for cutting grass on the edge of the road, putting it in the road. So that's always exciting. Something to look forward to. I'm going to take this corner nice and easy. Get off my ass. Oh, they're gone. Good. Let's turn back there. Truck. Oh, good. Driver's out. Don't need to worry about them shooting out, taking us out. Some railroad tracks coming up. Don't know how crazy they are. They used to be pretty bumpy in the car, so I'm trying to launch myself off the old bike. too bad. Yeah. Batteries on the Ace Pro, they go fast. That was a full charge, so not sure how much of this whole trip y'all are gonna get on the Ace Pro, but we'll go ahead and finish it up with the X5. The X4 had a really good battery, so hopefully the X5 has a good battery. Hopefully this air mic has a good battery and you can all still hear me and it didn't die right away. It was thoroughly charged, but you never know with new equipment. This is the test. Nice little country back here, farmlands, dry creek beds. There's some exotics. When I say exotics, I mean the exotic to South Texas. Pastures over here, some of these old elk. I have seen a zebra, but you know, it's Texas. Zebra is normal. Just kidding. That's the first one I ever saw. A lot of axis deer, things like that. Non-native species, people use them. A lot of hunters come out here for those. Sure, they charge quite a bit of money to shoot those. And notice I didn't say hunt, because you don't really hunt in South Texas. You just shoot. Put a feeder up, let the animals come in. They know the sound of the dinner bell. When that feeder goes off, they come in and you're in your little blind and shoot and kill whatever it is. Yeah, not true hunting in the sense of hunting an animal. Still fun process, still pretty neat. You get to see a lot of different species. Definitely see a lot of wild pigs. They're very invasive. And they do as well, like the dinner bell of the feeder going off. Texas doesn't have seasons for those exotic animals, so you can pretty much hunt them year-round, most of them. The main season for Texas, or South Texas anyway, is whitetail deer. They are a native species. And I believe it's November through February is when they hunt whitetail deer. Some of the other crazy things you see around here is the venomous species of snakes in South Texas. You got corals, diamondbacks, western diamondbacks. Quite a few different species of venomous snake. One of the coolest ones you ever see is the blue indigo, which if you see a blue indigo, you don't kill it. Those ones are actually good. They help kill the rattlesnakes. So those are good ones to let slither across the road or move along. Wouldn't get too close. They will bite you. They'll hurt like hell. But let them move along at their own pace. And they usually do. They're not, unless they're curled up in your house in the wintertime or something. Which Texas doesn't, or South Texas doesn't have very long winter months. Definitely hot out today. Thank gosh for the breeze, because without it, we don't get a whole crazy amount of wind, and it gets pretty muggy, humid, Nothing like Houston, Texas anyway, but this part of Texas is pretty humid. It's real humid right now. First set of heat coming in, 100 plus temperatures, a week straight. So it's been interesting. It's been early heat, which takes away from the spring weather that is really nice to ride in. But hey, it's Texas, South Texas. You gotta just know that it's gonna be hot. If there's any consistent, it's hot. That is the consistent. You gotta take advantage of it when it's not. But I tell you what, acclimating to living in South Texas for the last 6 years, anything below 60 degrees is actually pretty cold. Sounds pretty bad, but when you're used to 100 plus degrees most of the time, and you do get those 60 degree days, or even less when it does get into the winter time weather, which gets 30 degrees. I've seen cold, but the spring temperatures 60 sometimes require a sweater. Here we come up to 173, which from my right goes up Bandera, left, which is direction to travel, will be Divine, Texas. When it's tarantula migrating season, 173 here is a pretty prominent tarantula stopping point. I'm not sure why, never researched it. But you can see them fast, crazy tarantulas running across the road. Pretty interesting. Not a spider guy, but it is an interesting sight to see. I did mention we're still in break-in on this bike, by the way. The reason I'm not pushing it hard, we're at about 450 miles of the break-in period. So, 4,500, 5,000 RPM is about our peak. But still gets up and moves, does what it needs to do. So we'll get through this braking period, and then we'll be able to get it up into the high RPMs and actually see what she can do. I haven't even moved it out of street mode. It's been in street mode the whole time. I'd like to be able to put it in sport mode and see how she acts. But I definitely want to wait until I get my braking period done. It's just me. Nobody's required to follow the same process. It's just my mindset. We're probably just going to end the video once we get up here towards the gas station, and I'll make my way back. You guys don't need to see it again. But I'd appreciate it if you guys let me know if this is something you're interested in seeing, a little more small town history. Nothing major. Not a super major history lesson, but down here in South Texas is a pretty interesting little place. Definitely some cool old history down here. But if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments. Finish this ride out up here and we'll call it. Do like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Appreciate you watching to the end. Alright guys, take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. 2 wheels down.